Peace. There is no abrogation of any ayats or proof in the reading. There's no such thing as that. So whoever makes a judgment and say that this is from God when it's not from God, as you will see, that the judgment is only for God. Now, when it comes to like courts or something like that, judgments like that, those are that's all personal matters. Like when a prophet judged people, it was time restricted, and it was people who came with any kind of personal matters. You know what I'm saying? That's how the prophet judged, if they would judge. I did a video on it. You know, they only judge personal matters, and it's only for those particular people who are involved, to the parties that are involved. Now, when it comes to the divine law, its judgment is only for God when it comes to divine law. So there's no other authority that can replace what is in the reading, what is in the Quran. Nothing. So if they come in and say, oh, whoever committed adultery got to be stoned to death, that's not the judgment of God. The judgment of God is lashes for those people at that particular time, because I'm not in a society with a prophet or a messenger to carry out these acts. Just like gold and silk, they say you can't wear that. You know what I mean? So they're making these whoever authorizing these books are making judgment that are canceling out God's judgment, and they are portraying that it is from God and from the messenger and stuff. But there's a few ayats, a few proofs here to make you understand that God's judgment is only in the reading, nowhere else. In 1261, in 1267, Jacob is instructing his kids when they go into Egypt. And he said, my sons, don't enter through one gate, but enter through different gates, because I can't benefit you. I can't benefit you against God in anything. And judgment is only for God. Right? In 1826, it's talking about the people of the cave. And then God says, and it don't share concerning its judgment with anyone. So God does not share his judgment with anyone. The judgment is told to us from the messenger. And then in 1341, I'm skipping some of it, and it says, and God judges. None override its judgment. So none can override God's judgment. But the people of the Sunnah and Hadith, whether it's Sunni or Shia, doesn't matter, any faction of them, they take these judgments that are in these books and they override God's judgment. When God says none can override his judgment. Like the same thing with what's that? Oh, the so-called wudu. The word wudu is nowhere in the Quran, in the reading. But God has a judgment for the wudu. Wash your face, wash your hands to the elbow, wipe your head, and wipe your feet to the ankle, right? But then these other books come and tell you that it's not wiping the feet. You gotta wash the feet. You have to wash your hands 3 times first, and then you have to rinse your mouth out, and everything is 3 times, and then you have to rinse your nose out, and you gotta clean your ears, and you gotta wipe your neck, and you gotta go in between your toes, and all the other stuff like that, right? So these people are following a judgment that is not God's judgment, and they are attaching it to the personality of the messenger of God, Muhammad. And can't do that. Can't do that. You just gotta just stick with the law itself. And only God has divine laws, no one else. And God doesn't share its divine law. God doesn't share whatever decision God make. Whatever decision God make is not being shared with nobody. No messenger, no prophet, no angel, no jinn, no human being, no mountains, clouds, sun, moon, rocks, nothing. It's only God. That's why it's one. Peace.